Why are there more and more people talking about culinary recipe creations? Because experimenting in the kitchen is deliciously fun. That's why. Join us for delectable foodie tutorials that will transform your cooking game. From savory starters to decadent desserts, we've got you covered. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest mouth-watering creations. Love what you see? Drop us a like, leave a comment, and share our videos with your fellow food enthusiasts. Your support helps us bring you even more scrumptious content. So sit back, relax, and let us handle the cooking entertainment. Stay tuned in, because it's cooking time. Welcome to Culinary Recipe Creations, your new favorite kitchen corner. Let's create something delicious together. Cooking is love made edible. It's about sharing joy, creating memories, and bringing people together. The kitchen becomes a sanctuary where bonds are strengthened and laughter fills the air. It's a place where we can indulge in the most exquisite flavors life has to offer, and where every meal becomes a celebration. Luxurious meals in particular are a celebration of the senses. They are not just about the food, but about the entire experience. They tantalize our taste buds, entice our eyes with their vibrant colors and artistic presentation, and fill our homes with intoxicating aromas that evoke feelings of comfort and warmth. Imagine the delight of your guests as they savor each bite of a perfectly seared steak, its juices bursting with flavor. The rich aroma of truffles wafting through the air, adding an earthy, luxurious note to the dish, or the sight of a decadent chocolate dessert, its glossy surface promising a sweet, indulgent finale to the meal. These are the moments that transform ordinary meals into extraordinary experiences, creating memories that linger long after the last bite. Cooking luxurious meals is not about complexity, it's about the art of simplicity, where each ingredient is chosen with care and allowed to shine. It's about slowing down, savoring the process, and taking the time to perfect each dish. It's about the joy of creation and the satisfaction of seeing your efforts come to life. Creating dishes that are as beautiful to behold as they are to devour, where every bite is a testament to your passion and skill. So let's embark on a culinary journey together. Let's explore the world of luxurious cooking, where every meal is an adventure. Let's discover the secrets of creating unforgettable dishes and the joy of sharing them with those we love. In this world, every ingredient is a treasure, each one adding its unique flavor and character to the dish. And every dish is a masterpiece, a reflection of the care and creativity that went into its creation. Let's celebrate the art of cooking and the joy it brings to our lives. The foundation of any extraordinary meal lies in the quality of its ingredients. When it comes to luxurious cooking, using the finest ingredients is paramount. Think of it as painting with a vibrant palette of flavors. Just as an artist carefully selects their paints, we, as culinary artists, must choose our ingredients with the utmost care. Seek out the freshest produce, bursting with flavor and vitality. Look for meats and seafood that are ethically sourced and of exceptional quality. And don't be afraid to splurge on those special ingredients that elevate a dish from ordinary to extraordinary. Consider the origin of your ingredients. Is your beef grass-fed and locally sourced? Are your vegetables organic and bursting with freshness? The answers to these questions can make all the difference. Remember, the quality of your ingredients will shine through in every bite. By sourcing the finest, you're not just creating a meal, you're crafting an experience. Foie gras, with its rich buttery flavor, is a true delicacy. This luxurious ingredient, derived from the liver of a duck or goose, is prized in gourmet cuisine for its unique texture and taste. When prepared correctly, it offers a melt-in-your-mouth experience that is unparalleled. Paired with the sweetness of caramelized figs and the tangy complexity of a balsamic reduction, the dish transforms into a culinary masterpiece. The figs add a natural sweetness that complements the savory richness of the foie gras, while the balsamic reduction provides a perfect balance with its acidic notes. It becomes a symphony of flavors that will tantalize your taste buds, creating a harmonious blend that is both sophisticated and satisfying. This dish is not just about taste, it's about the experience of combining different textures and flavors to create something truly special. Ingredients: 2 fresh foie gras lobes about 3 ounces each, 4 ripe figs quartered, 2 tablespoons butter, 1/4 cup balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon sugar. These ingredients are carefully selected to ensure the highest quality and the best possible flavor. Salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. The seasoning is simple yet essential, enhancing the natural flavors of the foie gras without overpowering them. Instructions. 1. Season the foie gras lobes generously with salt and pepper. This step is crucial as it helps to bring out the rich flavors of the foie gras. 2. In a small saucepan, combine the balsamic vinegar and sugar. This mixture will form the base of our balsamic reduction, adding a sweet and tangy element to the dish. Bring to a simmer over medium heat and cook until reduced by half, about 5 to 7 minutes. Set aside. The reduction should be thick and syrupy with a deep, rich flavor. 3. Melt the butter in a large skillet over medium-high heat. The butter will add a rich, creamy base for searing the foie gras. 4. Carefully place the foie gras lobes in the hot skillet and sear for 2 to 3 minutes per side, until golden brown and cooked through. The searing process creates a beautiful crust on the outside while keeping the inside tender and flavorful. 5. Remove the foie gras from the skillet and set aside to rest. Resting allows the juices to redistribute, ensuring a moist and delicious final product. 6. Add the quartered figs to the skillet and cook for 2 to 3 minutes until softened and caramelized. The caramelization process enhances the natural sweetness of the figs, making them a perfect accompaniment to the foie gras. 7. To serve, place a seared foie gras lobe on each plate. Presentation is key, so take your time to arrange the foie gras beautifully. Top with the caramelized figs and drizzle with the balsamic reduction. The final touch is the balsamic reduction, which ties all the flavors together, creating a dish that is as visually stunning as it is delicious. Enjoy this exquisite creation, a true testament to the art of fine dining. Lobster thermidor, a classic French dish, is the epitome of luxury. This dish, with its rich flavors and elegant presentation, is perfect for special occasions or when you simply want to indulge in something extraordinary. This recipe takes it to the next level with a truffle-infused bechamel sauce that will transport your taste buds to culinary heaven. The addition of truffle oil adds a depth of flavor that is both earthy and sophisticated, making this dish truly unforgettable. Ingredients. 2 live lobsters, about 1.5 pounds each. Fresh lobsters are essential for the best flavor and texture. Make sure they are lively and healthy before cooking. 1/2 cup dry white wine, 1/4 cup chopped shallots, 1/4 cup butter, 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 2 cups whole milk, 1/4 cup heavy cream. These ingredients form the base of our luxurious bechamel sauce. 1/4 cup grated Gruyere cheese. Gruyere adds a nutty and slightly sweet flavor that complements the richness of the lobster. 1/4 cup grated Parmesan cheese. 1 tablespoon truffle oil. Parmesan brings a sharp, salty note, while the truffle oil infuses the sauce with its distinctive aroma. 1 tablespoon chopped fresh chives. Chives add a fresh, mild onion flavor and a pop of color to the finished dish. Salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Seasoning is key to bringing out all the flavors in this dish. Instructions. 1. Preheat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Proper preheating ensures even cooking. 2. Bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. The salt enhances the flavor of the lobster as it cooks. Add the lobsters and cook for 8 to 10 minutes or until bright red. This indicates that the lobsters are fully cooked. 3. Remove the lobsters from the pot and let cool slightly. Cooling makes it easier to handle the lobsters when removing the meat. 4. Once cool enough to handle, remove the lobster meat from the shells and chop into bite-sized pieces. Set aside. Be sure to save the shells for presentation. 5. In a large saucepan, melt the butter over medium heat. Butter forms the base of our bechamel sauce, adding richness and flavor. Add the chopped shallots and cook until softened, about 5 minutes. Shallots add a subtle sweetness and depth to the sauce. 6. Whisk in the flour and cook for 1 minute. This forms a roux, which will thicken the sauce. 7. Gradually whisk in the milk and cream until smooth. The milk and cream create a rich, velvety texture. Bring to a simmer and cook, stirring constantly until thickened, about 5 minutes. Constant stirring prevents lumps and ensures a smooth sauce. 8. Stir in the Gruyere and Parmesan cheeses until melted and smooth. The cheeses add a creamy, savory flavor that enhances the bechamel. Season with salt, pepper, and truffle oil. The truffle oil adds a luxurious, earthy aroma that elevates the dish. 9. Stir in the chopped lobster meat. The lobster absorbs the flavors of the sauce, making each bite a delight. 10. Spoon the lobster mixture into the lobster shells and place on a baking sheet. Using the shells for presentation adds a touch of elegance. 11. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes, or until heated through and bubbly. Baking melds the flavors together and creates a beautiful golden crust. 12. Garnish with chopped chives and serve immediately. The fresh chives add a final touch of color and flavor, making this dish as beautiful as it is delicious. Enjoy your lobster thermidor with truffle-infused bechamel sauce, a true masterpiece of French cuisine.
Hello, fellow food lovers! Welcome to our culinary journey, where we'll be crafting a complete meal from soup to nuts. I'm thrilled to be your guide, sharing some timeless recipes that are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Our menu today features a collection of classic dishes that have stood the test of time. We'll start with a comforting bowl of chicken noodle soup, perfect for warming the soul. Next, we'll transport ourselves to Italy with a simple yet flavorful bruschetta appetizer. For our main course, we'll indulge in a hearty beef stroganoff, a Russian-inspired dish that's sure to impress. And to end our culinary adventure on a sweet note, we'll assemble a nostalgic, classic banana split. So, gather your ingredients, put on your aprons, and let's embark on this delicious journey together. There's something incredibly comforting about a warm bowl of chicken noodle soup, especially on a chilly evening. It warms you from the inside out and brings a sense of nostalgia and home. This classic soup is not only delicious, but also incredibly easy to make, perfect for any skill level in the kitchen. To start, you'll need 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Next, gather 8 cups of chicken broth and 2 carrots, chopped into bite-sized pieces. You'll also need 2 celery stalks, chopped, and 1 onion diced finely. Don't forget 1 cup of egg noodles, which will add a hearty texture to the soup. Add 1 teaspoon of dried thyme for a subtle, earthy flavor. And of course, salt and pepper to taste, to bring all the flavors together. 1. In a large pot, combine the chicken breasts, chicken broth, carrots, celery, onion, and thyme. Stir well to mix the ingredients. Bring the mixture to a boil over medium-high heat, ensuring all the flavors meld together. 2. Reduce the heat to low, cover the pot, and let it simmer for about 20 minutes, or until the chicken is cooked through and tender. 3. Carefully remove the chicken breasts from the pot and let them cool slightly on a plate. Once cool enough to handle, shred the chicken using 2 forks, pulling it apart into bite-sized pieces. 4. Return the shredded chicken to the pot, stirring it back into the soup. Add the egg noodles and cook for an additional 8 to 10 minutes, or until the noodles are tender and fully cooked. 5. Finally, season the soup with salt and pepper to taste, adjusting as needed. Ladle the soup into bowls and serve hot, perhaps garnished with fresh parsley for an extra touch of color and flavor. Let's transport ourselves to the sun-kissed hills of Tuscany, where the air is filled with the scent of olive groves and vineyards. Here, we find a simple yet incredibly flavorful appetizer bruschetta, a dish that captures the essence of this beautiful region. It's the perfect way to awaken your taste buds before the main course, offering a burst of freshness and flavor. To make this delightful dish, you will need the following ingredients: 1 baguette, sliced, 2 ripe tomatoes, diced, 1/4 cup fresh basil leaves, chopped, 2 cloves garlic, minced, 2 tablespoons olive oil, salt and pepper to taste. 1. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 200 degrees Celsius. 2. Arrange the baguette slices on a baking sheet and drizzle lightly with olive oil. Toast in the preheated oven for about 5 to 7 minutes, or until golden brown and crispy. 3. While the bread is toasting, prepare the tomato topping. In a medium bowl, combine the diced tomatoes, chopped basil, minced garlic, and remaining olive oil. Season generously with salt and pepper to taste, ensuring all the flavors meld together beautifully. 4. Once the baguette slices are toasted, remove them from the oven. Rub each slice lightly with a clove of garlic to infuse it with a subtle aromatic flavor. 5. Top the toasted baguette slices generously with the tomato mixture. Serve immediately and enjoy this taste of Tuscany right at your table. Section 4. Hearty and flavorful beef stroganoff, a Russian delight. Our main course today is a true culinary masterpiece, beef stroganoff, a dish that has stood the test of time and continues to be a favorite around the world. This Russian-inspired dish features tender strips of beef simmered in a rich and creamy sauce, served over a bed of egg noodles. The combination of flavors and textures makes it a comforting and satisfying meal. To start, you'll need 1 pound of beef sirloin, cut into thin strips, and 1 onion, chopped finely to release its sweet and savory flavors. Next, prepare 8 ounces of cremini mushrooms, sliced, and 2 cloves of garlic, minced. You'll also need 2 tablespoons of butter to bring everything together. For the sauce, gather half a cup of dry white wine, 1 cup of beef broth, half a cup of sour cream, and 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. These ingredients will create a luscious and tangy sauce that coats the beef perfectly. Don't forget a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley to add a burst of color and freshness to the dish. And of course, season everything with salt and pepper to taste, ensuring each bite is perfectly balanced. Cook the egg noodles according to the package directions, making sure they are tender but still firm enough to hold up to the hearty sauce. Begin by seasoning the beef strips generously with salt and pepper. This step is crucial for building the foundational flavors of the dish. In a large skillet or Dutch oven, melt the butter over medium-high heat. The butter will add a rich, nutty flavor to the dish. Add the beef strips and cook for about 3 to 4 minutes per side, or until they are beautifully browned. This browning process adds depth and complexity to the flavor. Once browned, remove the beef from the skillet and set it aside. This will prevent the beef from overcooking as you prepare the rest of the dish. Add the chopped onion to the skillet and cook for about 5 minutes or until softened and translucent. The onions will add a sweet and savory base to the sauce. Next, add the sliced mushrooms and minced garlic and cook for an additional 5 minutes or until the mushrooms are tender and have released their juices. Pour the white wine into the skillet and bring it to a boil, scraping up any browned bits from the bottom of the skillet. These bits are packed with flavor and will enhance the sauce. Cook for about 2 minutes or until the wine has reduced by half, concentrating its flavors. Stir in the beef broth, sour cream, and Dijon mustard. This combination creates a creamy, tangy, and savory sauce that is the hallmark of beef stroganoff. Bring the mixture to a simmer and return the beef strips to the skillet, allowing them to soak up the flavors of the sauce. Reduce the heat to low, cover the skillet, and let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until the beef is tender and the flavors have melded together beautifully. Finally, stir in the chopped parsley and season with salt and pepper to taste. The parsley adds a fresh, herbaceous note that brightens the dish. Serve the beef stroganoff over a bed of cooked egg noodles and enjoy this hearty, flavorful, and comforting dish that is sure to become a favorite in your home. Section 5. Sweet Finale Classic Banana Split, a nostalgic treat. No meal is complete without a sweet ending, and our classic banana split is the perfect way to satisfy your sweet tooth. It's a nostalgic treat that never fails to bring smiles. 2 bananas, peeled and halved lengthwise, 3 scoops vanilla ice cream, 3 scoops chocolate ice cream, 3 scoops strawberry ice cream chocolate syrup, whipped cream maraschino cherries. Place 1 banana half in each of 4 dessert bowls. Arrange 1 scoop each of vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry ice cream between the banana halves in each bowl. Drizzle generously with chocolate syrup. Top with a dollop of whipped cream and a maraschino cherry. Serve immediately and enjoy. Section 6. Conclusion. Until we meet again in the kitchen. As our culinary adventure comes to an end, I hope you feel inspired to recreate these timeless recipes in your own kitchen, bringing joy to your meals. Remember, cooking is all about experimentation, creativity, and having fun. Whether you're preparing a simple weeknight meal or a special occasion feast, these recipes are sure to impress your family and friends, leaving lasting memories. So gather your loved ones, put on some music, and let the aromas of these delicious dishes fill your home with warmth. From our kitchen to yours, happy cooking and bon appetit! Section 7, Bonus Section, Helpful Tips and Serving Suggestions. For a richer flavor in your chicken noodle soup, use homemade chicken broth. To enhance the flavors of your bruschetta, use heirloom tomatoes for a sweeter, more complex taste. When selecting beef for your stroganoff, choose a tender cut such as sirloin, tenderloin, or ribeye. For a fun twist on the classic banana split, try adding different toppings such as chopped nuts, sprinkles, or your favorite fruits. When serving your beef stroganoff, sprinkle with additional chopped parsley for a pop of color and freshness. To prevent your bruschetta from becoming soggy, toast the bread slices right before serving. If you don't have white wine on hand for your stroganoff, you can substitute it with an equal amount of chicken broth. Get creative with your banana split toppings. There are no rules when it comes to this nostalgic dessert.
Welcome to Cooking with Flavor on our Culinary Recipe Creations channel. If you're tired of serving up dishes that taste blander than a boiled potato, you've come to the right place. We're about to turn up the heat and transform you from a clueless kitchen cook to a culinary rock star. In this video, we're diving headfirst into the world of meat. And believe me, there's no room for mistakes here. We're talking juicy steaks seared to absolute perfection, hearty stews that will warm you up from the inside out, and roasted chicken so flavorful, it'll make you want to devour everything that you see. So, get your aprons on, sharpen your knives, and for God's sake, pay attention. This is Cooking with Flavor, and we're about to show you how it's done. All right, you guys, first up, we're tackling the king of the grill, the steak. And let me tell you, there's nothing worse than a piece of meat that's more rubbery than a car tire. We're after juicy, flavorful perfection, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get it. First off, choose your weapon. We're talking ribeye, New York strip, filet mignon, whatever tickles your fancy. But for God's sake, make sure it's at least an inch thick, or you'll end up with a piece of meat that's drier than my grandmother's sense of humor. Now, season that bad boy generously with salt and pepper. And I mean generously, you hear me? We're not looking for a light dusting here. We're going for a full-on flavor explosion. Next, get your pan screaming hot. And I'm not talking about a gentle sizzle. I'm talking smoking, searing, almost setting off the fire alarm hot. We want to create a beautiful crust on that steak, and that only happens with high heat. Add a touch of oil to the pan, just a touch, mind you, we're not deep frying here. And carefully lay your steak down. Now listen closely, because this part is crucial. Don't you dare touch that steak for at least 2 minutes. I swear, if you try to poke or prod it, I'll throw a pan at you myself. After those agonizing 2 minutes are up, flip that steak over and let it cook for another 2 minutes. Now, depending on how you like your steak cooked, you can adjust the cooking time from here. A good rule of thumb is to use a meat thermometer to check for doneness. Once your steak is cooked to your liking, take it off the heat and let it rest for at least 5 minutes. This allows the juices to redistribute, resulting in a more tender and flavorful steak. While the steak rests, throw in a knob of butter, some garlic, and a sprig of thyme to the pan. Baste the steak with this heavenly mixture for an extra layer of flavor. Now carve that beautiful piece of meat against the grain and serve it up with your favorite sides. I'm talking crispy roasted potatoes, asparagus with a squeeze of lemon, or a simple green salad. There you have it. A perfectly cooked steak that's guaranteed to impress. Now go forth and conquer the grill. But if you mess it up, don't come crying to me. All right, now that you've mastered the art of the steak, let's tackle a dish that's a bit more forgiving: beef stew. But don't think for a minute that this is some kind of amateur hour recipe. We're going for a stew that's so packed with flavor, it'll make your taste buds sing. First things first, we need to brown our beef. I'm using chuck roast here because it's got the perfect amount of fat and flavor, but you can use any stewing beef you like. Just make sure you cut it into bite-sized chunks, unless you want your diners choking on giant pieces of meat. Heat some oil in a large pot or Dutch oven over medium-high heat. Once the oil is shimmering, add the beef in batches, making sure not to overcrowd the pot. We want to sear the beef, not boil it, so give it plenty of space to breathe. Brown the beef on all sides, then remove it from the pot and set it aside. Now it's time to build our flavor base. Add some chopped onions, carrots, and celery to the pot and cook until softened. We're talking about 5 to 7 minutes, you hear? Don't even think about rushing this step. Next, throw in some minced garlic and cook for another minute, just until fragrant. Now pour in a good glug of red wine and scrape up all those delicious brown bits from the bottom of the pot. That's pure flavor right there. Add back the beef to the pot, along with enough beef broth to cover the meat. Toss in a few sprigs of thyme, a bay leaf, and a teaspoon of tomato paste for depth of flavor. Season generously with salt and pepper, because you know how I feel about bland food. Bring the stew to a boil, then reduce the heat to low, cover, and simmer for at least 2 to 3 hours, or until the beef is meltingly tender. I'm talking fall-apart tender, the kind of tender that makes you want to weep with joy. Now for the secret weapon, dumplings. These fluffy pillows of goodness are the perfect way to soak up all that delicious stew gravy. Simply combine some self-rising flour, suet or butter, and a pinch of salt in a bowl. Gradually add cold water, mixing until a soft dough forms. Drop spoonfuls of the dumpling dough onto the simmering stew during the last 20 minutes of cooking time. Cover the pot and let those dumplings steam to fluffy perfection. Ladle that hearty beef stew into bowls, top with a few fluffy dumplings, and sprinkle with fresh parsley. There you have it, a beef stew that's fit for a king. But don't worry, you don't need a royal palate to appreciate this comforting classic. Now let's move on to a dish that's both elegant and approachable: herb roasted chicken. But don't let the simplicity fool you. This bird is packed with flavor, thanks to a symphony of herbs and a few chef's secrets. First things first, make sure your chicken is completely dry. Pat it down with paper towels like you're drying a newborn baby. We want crispy skin, and that won't happen if the chicken is wet. Next, we're going to create a flavor bomb under the skin. Gently loosen the skin over the breasts and thighs by sliding your fingers underneath. Be careful not to tear the skin, unless you want your chicken looking like it went through a wind tunnel. Now, Mix together some softened butter, chopped fresh herbs like rosemary, thyme, and sage, minced garlic, lemon zest, salt, and pepper. This is where you can get creative and add your own personal touch. A pinch of smoked paprika, a dash of cayenne pepper. Go wild! Spread this fragrant herb butter mixture under the skin of the chicken, making sure to get it into all the nooks and crannies. This will infuse the meat with flavor from the inside out. Tie the legs of the chicken together with kitchen twine to help it cook evenly. Place the chicken in a roasting pan and drizzle it with olive oil. Season generously with salt and pepper because, as you know, bland is a sin in my kitchen. Roast the chicken in a preheated oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, or until the juices run clear when you pierce the thickest part of the thigh with a knife. Now here's a chef's trick for extra crispy skin. During the last 15 minutes of cooking time, crank up the oven heat to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. This will give the skin that beautiful golden brown color and irresistible crunch. Once the chicken is cooked, let it rest for at least 10 minutes before carving. This allows the juices to redistribute, resulting in a more tender and flavorful bird. Carve the chicken and serve it up with your favorite sides. I'm partial to roasted vegetables, mashed potatoes, or a simple green salad. But honestly, this chicken is so good it could be served on a bed of nails and I'd still devour it. There you have it, a herb-roasted chicken that's both impressive and easy to make. Now go forth and conquer the roast. Well, there you have it, you bunch of hungry devils. 3 incredible meat recipes that'll have your taste buds doing the tango. If you're tired of serving up dishes that taste like they were cooked by a blindfolded chimp, these recipes are your ticket to culinary redemption. So grab your aprons, channel your inner culinary rock star, and get cooking. And listen, don't be afraid to experiment. Add a pinch of this, a dash of that, and make these recipes your own. After all, the only way to truly master the art of cooking is to get in there and get your hands dirty. Now get out of my kitchen and go create some culinary magic. And don't forget to subscribe to Cooking with Flavor for more delicious recipes and cooking tips that'll make you the envy of all your foodie friends.
Ossobuco alla Milanese, a complete recipe and cooking instructions. Braised veal shanks with a rich and flavorful sauce, often served with saffron risotto. This traditional Milanese dish is a true culinary masterpiece, loved by many for its intense flavor and tender texture. Today, we'll guide you step by step in preparing this delicious dish, from the ingredients to the final cooking. To begin, you'll need some key ingredients: veal shanks, onions, carrots, celery, garlic, peeled tomatoes, white wine, beef broth, butter, olive oil, flour, parsley, lemon zest, and of course salt and pepper. The quality of the ingredients is essential for an excellent result, so make sure to choose fresh, high-quality products. Let's start by preparing the veal shanks. First, dry them well with paper towels and lightly flour them. This step will help create a golden crust during browning. In a large pot, heat some olive oil and butter over medium-high heat. When the butter is completely melted and the oil is hot, add the veal shanks and brown them on all sides until golden. This step is crucial to seal in the meat's juices and give a rich flavor to the dish. Once the shanks are nicely browned, remove them from the pot and set them aside. In the same pot, add finely chopped onions, carrots, and celery. Sauté the vegetables over medium heat until they are soft and slightly caramelized. This process will take about 10 minutes. Then add the minced garlic and continue cooking for another minute, being careful not to burn it. Now it's time to deglaze the pot with some white wine. Pour in the wine and scrape the bottom of the pot with a wooden spoon to release all the caramelized flavors. Let the alcohol evaporate for a few minutes, then add the peeled tomatoes and crush them lightly with a spoon. Return the veal shanks to the pot, add enough beef broth to cover the meat, and bring everything to a boil. Once boiling, lower the heat to low, cover the pot with a lid, and simmer for about 2 hours. During cooking, turn the shanks occasionally and add more broth if needed. The meat will be ready when it's so tender that it easily comes off the bone. To complete the dish, prepare a gremolata by mixing chopped parsley, grated lemon zest, and a little minced garlic. Sprinkle the gremolata over the veal shanks just before serving. Traditionally, ossobuco alla Milanese is served with saffron risotto, which, with its delicate flavor and bright color, pairs perfectly with the richness of the dish. There you have it. Now you have all the steps to prepare an authentic ossobuco alla Milanese. Enjoy.
There's a certain magic to seafood, isn't there? It's not just food, it's an experience, a connection to the vast, mysterious ocean. It speaks of salty air, crashing waves, and sun-drenched days by the coast. The ocean's rhythm seems to infuse every bite, bringing a sense of tranquility and adventure. Bringing that magic to your own kitchen is easier than you might think. With a few simple techniques and fresh ingredients, you can transform your meals into a seaside feast. With a little know-how, you can create seafood dishes that are bursting with freshness and flavor. Imagine the satisfaction of serving a perfectly cooked piece of fish or a beautifully arranged seafood platter. Get ready to dive into a world of culinary delights, where the ocean's bounty takes center stage. From succulent shrimp to tender scallops, the variety is endless. Seafood isn't just delicious, it's incredibly good for you too. It's a perfect blend of taste and nutrition, making it a staple in many healthy diets. Packed with protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and essential vitamins and minerals, it's a nutritional powerhouse. These nutrients are vital for maintaining a healthy body and mind. Regularly enjoying seafood can boost heart health, brain function, and even improve your mood. It's a delicious way to support your overall well-being. So let's embark on a culinary journey together, exploring the wonders of seafood and how to make it shine in your own kitchen. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a home cook, there's always something new to discover in the world of seafood. Selecting the freshest catch is paramount for an unforgettable seafood experience. It's like choosing the finest ingredients for a masterpiece. Look for fish with vibrant, glistening skin, almost as if they've just been plucked from the ocean. Their eyes should be clear and bright, a telltale sign of their freshness. And don't forget to engage your sense of smell. Fresh fish should have a clean, oceanic aroma, not a strong or fishy odor. If something seems amiss, trust your instincts and politely ask for a different selection. Remember, a little attentiveness goes a long way in ensuring a delightful seafood feast. From the delicate sweetness of snapper to the meaty richness of tuna, the world of seafood offers a breathtaking array of flavors. Each species boasts its own unique personality, ready to shine in countless culinary creations. Imagine the delicate flakes of cod, gently yielding to your fork, or the firm, steak-like texture of swordfish, grilled to perfection. Understanding these nuances opens up a world of culinary possibilities. Pair delicate white fish like cod or haddock with light, citrusy sauces, while robust fish like tuna or swordfish can handle bolder flavors like soy sauce, ginger, and garlic. Let your creativity run wild and discover the endless symphony of flavors that the ocean has to offer. Section 4. Cooking to perfection, a balancing act. Cooking seafood is a delicate dance, a balance between preserving its delicate texture and unlocking its full flavor potential. Overcooking is the cardinal sin, often resulting in dry, tough, and frankly, sad seafood. The key is to aim for a gentle touch and a watchful eye. Invest in a reliable meat thermometer to take the guesswork out of cooking. For most fish, an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit, 63 degrees Celsius, is the sweet spot, ensuring it's cooked through without sacrificing its juicy tenderness. Remember, seafood continues to cook slightly even after it's removed from the heat, so it's best to err on the side of caution. Section 5. The Seasoning Symphony. While seafood boasts naturally delicious flavors, the right seasonings can elevate it to new culinary heights. A simple sprinkle of sea salt and freshly ground black pepper can work wonders, enhancing the fish's natural taste without overpowering it. But don't be afraid to get creative and experiment with different flavor profiles. A squeeze of lemon or lime juice adds a burst of freshness, while herbs like dill, parsley, and chives lend their aromatic charm. For a touch of warmth, try a pinch of paprika or a sprinkle of red pepper flakes. And if you're feeling adventurous, explore the world of spice blends specifically designed for seafood, each offering a unique symphony of flavors. Section 6. Treasures from the Deep, Storing Your Bounty. In this section, we will explore the best practices for keeping your seafood fresh and delicious, ensuring that every bite is as delightful as the moment it was caught. Proper storage is crucial for maintaining the quality and freshness of your seafood. Fresh seafood is a delicate treasure, and how you store it can make all the difference in preserving its flavor and texture. Think of it as preserving the ocean's bounty for as long as possible. The key is to keep it cold and well protected from air and moisture, which can cause spoilage. Ideally, fresh seafood should be cooked and enjoyed within 24 hours of purchase. This ensures that you experience the peak of its freshness and flavor, just as nature intended. If you need to store it longer, wrap it tightly in plastic wrap or place it in an airtight container and store it in the coldest part of your refrigerator. This helps to lock in the freshness and prevent any unwanted odors from affecting your seafood. Frozen seafood, on the other hand, can be a lifesaver for those busy weeknights. It offers the convenience of having high-quality seafood on hand whenever you need it, without the pressure of immediate use. Just be sure to thaw it properly in the refrigerator overnight before cooking. This slow thawing process helps to maintain the texture and flavor of the seafood, ensuring a delicious meal. Avoid thawing seafood at room temperature, as this can encourage bacterial growth. Bacteria thrive in warmer temperatures, and improper thawing can lead to foodborne illnesses. With a little care and attention, you can enjoy the ocean's bounty at its best, no matter when you choose to indulge. Whether it's a quick weeknight dinner or a special occasion, properly stored seafood will always deliver a taste of the sea that is both fresh and flavorful. So, take the time to store your seafood correctly and savor the delicious rewards. Section 7. From Ocean to Plate, Responsible Indulgence. As we savor the delights of seafood, it's increasingly important to be mindful of its origins and the impact of our choices. Every bite we take connects us to a vast, intricate ecosystem that spans the globe. Opting for sustainably sourced seafood ensures that we're not depleting our oceans, but rather supporting responsible fishing practices that protect marine ecosystems for generations to come. Sustainable fishing means that fish populations remain healthy and the delicate balance of marine life is maintained. Look for certifications from reputable organizations like the Marine Stewardship Council, MSC. These certifications are a guarantee that the seafood has been harvested in a way that minimizes environmental impact and supports the livelihoods of fishing communities. Or the Aquaculture Stewardship Council, EASC, which focuses on responsible aquaculture practices. These labels ensure that the seafood has been farmed with care, considering both environmental sustainability and social responsibility. These certifications indicate that the seafood has been sourced in an environmentally and socially responsible manner. They help consumers make informed choices that support the health of our oceans and the well-being of communities that depend on them. By making conscious choices, we can all play a part in preserving the ocean's bounty for future generations to enjoy. It's not just about what we eat, but how our choices ripple through the environment and society. So let's raise our forks to delicious, sustainable seafood, a true gift from the sea. Every meal is an opportunity to celebrate the ocean's generosity while ensuring its abundance for years to come.